Hello everyone, my name is Vijay Kumar and we are studying power engineering. In the previous lecture, we have seen numerical on stoichiometric air or theoretical or minimum mass of air required for complete combustion. Now in this lecture, we will see one numerical based on the stoichiometric air fuel ratio. This is somewhat different question from the last lecture. Let's see the numerical. Question says that balance the chemical equation for combustion of octane. Fuel is given octane. C8H18 is the octane with theoretical amount of air. We have to balance octane with the theoretical amount of air. Now also find the theoretical air fuel ratio. How to solve this question? First we will do the balancing, or we will write the equation, chemical equation for C8H18. The equation is C8H18 plus, it is reacting with air. In air, oxygen is there and nitrogen is there. So this will be the reactant. All these are the reactant. And in product, what will be the formation? CO2, because carbon and oxygen will form the carbon dioxide. Hydrogen and oxygen will form water. And N2 will not react. This thing I have already explained in my previous lectures. Nitrogen will not react with any constituent of the fuel. So this is the unbalanced equation. You can check here carbon is 8 and here carbon is 1. So this is the unbalanced equation. We will do the balancing of this chemical reaction. For balancing, first we will take the carbon. In reactant, carbon is 8. How many carbon are present? 8. And in product, 1 carbon is there. So what I will do, C8 is equal to, I'll multiply 8 with CO2. So it will be 8 CO2. Now carbon is balanced. Now I'll do the balancing for hydrogen. In reactant, hydrogen is 18. And in product, what is the hydrogen? It is H2O. That means there are two numbers of hydrogen. So how I will do? I'll get 18. I'll multiply by 9. So 9 H2O. So hydrogen is balanced. Now carbon is balanced, hydrogen is balanced. Now you see here, how many oxygen is there? 8 into 2. That means 16 and 9. That means 25 oxygen is there in product. And in reactant only 2 oxygen is there. So I will do the reverse balancing. Now I'll do the reverse balancing for oxygen. So you see here, 8 CO2 plus 9 H2O. So reverse balancing, it is the 25 only. And now here how I will get 25? Because there are 2 oxygen. So I'll multiply by 25 by 2. So 2 cancel. So I'll get 25 O. That means 25 oxygens I'll get. Now we got balanced equation. Now we have done the balancing for carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. How we do the balancing for nitrogen? Here N2 is there, here N2 is there. It is balanced. You will see here that it is balanced, but it is not balanced. Why? You see here, in 100% air, how many oxygen is there? 21% O2 plus 79% nitrogen. This is the on volume basis. So in 1% oxygen, how many nitrogen? 3.76% nitrogen. And air 4.76%. So I can write 1 mole of O2 plus 3.76 mole of N2 nitrogen is equal to 4.76 mole of air. So O2 plus N2 is the part of air. Part of air. That means 4.7 mole of air will contain 1 mole of O2 plus 3.76 mole of N2. So I can write here that it will be O2 plus 3.76 N2. So I can write this. So I have replaced O2 plus N2 with this O2 plus 3.76 N2. I have replaced this. This is equal to the total air which I require for the combustion. Okay. Now for oxygen, we have done the balancing 25 by 2. But if I multiply 25 by 2 again in this value, so I'll get 47 N2. So 25 by 2 into 3.76 into N2, I'll get 47 N2. So in reactant it is 47 N2. So in product I'll multiply by 47 N2. In reactant 47 N2 and in product 47 N2. 47 moles of nitrogen. This is the balanced equation or balanced reaction for the octane with the air. Now I have to calculate the theoretical air-fuel ratio. You see here, the fuel is this octane and air is this one. In reactant, air is this one. So air-fuel ratio is the mass of air to the mass of fuel. Mass of air to the mass of fuel. In the same way, I will do the calculation for air-fuel ratio. Let's see. The theoretical air-fuel ratio on mole basis, here 25 by 2 moles of oxygen, okay, plus and nitrogen is 47 N2, that means 47 moles of nitrogen. So this is the number of moles of air divided by number of moles of fuel. And how many number of moles of fuel? This is the only 1 mole. This is the 1 mole of octane. So I'll divide it by 1 mole of C8H18. If I solve this equation, I'll get 59.5 moles of air divided by or per mole of octane. Here it is 8, C8H18. This is the air-fuel ratio on mole basis. Now on the basis of mass, what will be the theoretical air-fuel ratio? This I have already explained in my previous lecture that I'll multiply in numerator and denominator with molecular mass. This is the 59.5 by 1. This is the theoretical air-fuel ratio based on number of moles. Now I'll multiply with this. This is the molecular mass of air, 28.84. Sometimes you write 29. All are correct. You can write 28.84 or 29 you can write. Divided by molecular mass of octane. Molecular mass of octane. Here you see C8H18. For carbon, 12 is the atomic number. So what will be the molecular mass for carbon? 12 into 8. That means 12 into 8, 96 plus 18. That will become 114. So if I solve this, I'll get 15 kg of air per kg of C8H18. This is the theoretical air-fuel ratio on mass basis. So friends, in this lecture, we have seen the numerical based on air-fuel ratio, stoichiometric air-fuel ratio. Now in the next lecture, I'll cover the excess amount of air. Why we are using the excess amount of air for the combustion. We will see this concept in the next lecture. Thanks for watching this video and have a good day. Bye bye.